The Aussie and the Kiwi are having very different fortunes today. While the Aussie is boosted by much stronger than expected employment data, the Kiwi was weighed down by a Reserve Bank of New Zealand statement. The job market in Australia grew an impressive 71,500 in February versus expectation of 10,000. That was the biggest rise since 2000. The prior month's figure was revised up to 13,100 from 10,400. The details were also strong, with gains in both part-time and full-time jobs by 17,800 and 53,700 respectively. The participation rate also rose to 65.3%. However, the unemployment rate was unchanged at 5.4% versus expectation of a rise to 5.5%. The Reserve Bank of Australia mentioned that the current rate is appropriate, but the inflation outlook allows for a further cut should the economic situation make it necessary. But based on the solid job market data, there shouldn't be much need for the central bank to cut rates anytime soon. Australian dollar US dollar breached the 1.0374 resistance on today's rally, and it looks like further strength should be seen in the near term, back to the resistance zone at around the 1.06 level. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand left rates unchanged at 2.5%, as widely expected. Governor Wheeler said that the central bank expects to keep the official cash rate unchanged throughout the end of the year, amid an uneven economic recovery. The central bank also said that if the exchange rate rose for reasons not justified by New Zealand's economic fundamentals, all other things equal, this should lead to a lower than expected official cash rate. That is, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand opening the door for a rate cut should the New Zealand dollar appreciate more than expected. New Zealand dollar US dollar dipped to as low as 0.8161 after the release and remains soft. In Japan, the main focus remains on the confirmation of the nomination of the Bank of Japan governor and deputies. The lower house, with ruling Liberal Democratic Party holding the majority, has already endorsed the appointment of Kuruda as governor and Iwata and Nakaso as deputies. The upper house will vote tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tokyo time. The main uncertainty, Iwata's appointment, should also be cleared after your party, the Japan Restoration Party and the New Renaissance Party voiced support yesterday. Together, Prime Minister Abe should have secured enough votes to pass the nomination. The current Bank of Japan governor will step down on March the 19th. Looking ahead, the Swiss national rate decision will be the main focus today. The central bank is expected to stick to the policy of low rates and holding the euro-Swiss franc 1.2 floor through 2013 and even longer. Swiss National Bank Chairman Jordan has mentioned last month that the Swiss franc remains at a very high level, and it's quite far from the exit from the euro-Swiss franc floor. Volatility in the euro-Swiss franc has been very high since the start of 2013, as it's been boosted by the improving confidence in the eurozone, but then it's also dropped sharply on political uncertainties in Italy. Nonetheless, the volatility is making the cross quite tradable now, much better than last year's tight-range trading. Also, US PPI, jobless claims, Eurozone employment, Canadian capacity utilisation and the new housing price index will be released today. Join us throughout the day at forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk for all the Forex news affecting the markets today.